So here we are back at High Hrothgar. This is actually a new one to me. I've never brokered the peace treaty before. I sided with the Stormcloaks once to see what had happened, how that storyline goes, and I sided with the Imperials several times because I am more in line with the way they think. I think General Tullius is much wiser than people give him credit for. Like, he is trying to protect Skyrim from the Aldmeri Dominion by asserting his dominance over Skyrim. He protects them from the Aldmeri Dominion coming in full force. While Ulfric is just inviting devastation. He never had a chance to begin with. Plus, he just wants to be High King. Like, all of this one true Nords crap is just... it's a smokescreen.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonborn shout from here. You defeated him?
Eh.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Yep.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk.
Awesome.
Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems.
Yes.
So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Breath and focus.
Alright. I guess we'll get Stormcloak out of the way, that insufferable ass.
Need something?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to do.
Hi there.
Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss.
My inheritance.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Fucking what? Oh, crazy. Amon Montier gave me $100 in his will? Or 100 gold, rather? Okay, sure, why not?
Algraf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord.
Oh, here we go.
Come around.
We got our monologue.
We've intercepted couriers from
It's a dialogue that turns into a
the Empire's
speech.
putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his
Jesus!
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
Yep, he won't support our racist war effort, so let's just shove a sword down his throat.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun.
Why's Captain
If we
Lonely
can take
Gale
the
in
city
here?
without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
The people are behind you.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
Yeah, this guy's a dumb as fuck asshole. Hey there, Jarl.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
As you can see, I have much that requires my attention. If you're inclined to gab, there are some nice prison guards you may like to meet. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King.
Oh no.
I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend.
Yes.
If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it?
Yes.
Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Not sure that's how the peace talk's gonna work, but sure. I guess that's the best we're gonna get out of that piece of shit. And now to deal with that pig-headed General Tullius. This guy's more than a little stubborn. But I'm sure we'll be able to talk some sense into him. Especially since we got Jarl Ulfric to sit down.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He is.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause.
Well, she's
Riften,
right.
Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like,
Oh,
General.
come on.
The man's going to try
It's not
to take
ISIS,
Whiterun.
it's ISIL.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General,
You people and your damn Jarls.
sir,
Dude.
you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him.
You and your damn
Draft another letter
emperor.
with the usual platitudes.
Well,
this time share some of
you
your
don't really have one
intelligence
right now,
regarding
but let's not worry
Ulfric's
about it.
plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Are my
Tullius.
men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we?
Oh yeah,
Oh, of course. You were at Helgen.
I was.
One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
That's right.
Go on. There's something I can do for you? Perhaps direct you to the nearest prison? The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons.
I'll fight the
My job is
dragons.
to quell
You guys
this
just
rebellion,
stop fighting
and
for
I
a
intend
while.
to do just that.
Just a while.
Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about the Empire's many crimes. He's probably hoping I'll refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. I think I'll have to disappoint him yet again. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Good.
For all the good it will do.
You're pig-headed, but you're reasonable. I appreciate that.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
See, this guy's got it. The Dominion is the biggest problem, and it's Skyrim's going to have to work with
Stay
Cyrodiil
sharp.
if they're ever
Keep
going
an
to
eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
survive the Aldmeri Dominion. Like the actual race purge. So here we are at High Hrothgar, ready to negotiate a peace treaty. But first, I want to show you something. Should start here, I think. You'll notice that I have 100 enchanting. Don't worry about it. What I wanted to show you was another mod I have installed, Extra Effect 8, where instead of 2 effects with the final perk, you get 8 of them. The balance being that you can't enchant your weapons to be like... Well, you can enchant them to be ridiculously powerful, but there's only so much juice in a soul gem. So you end up having... You could put 8, like, effects at full power on one item, but only have, like, 5 uses of it. And I just wanted to show you that I have this, so that these items make sense. I changed up the items I have available to me. I enchanted my Ebony Dagger, called it the Blade of Woe, after disenchanting the original Blade of Woe. I'm the head of a chapter of the Dark Brotherhood. I should have my own Blade of Woe, shouldn't I? This one absorbs 20 points of health. It has a chance to paralyze for 3 seconds, causes 10 points of poison damage for 10 seconds, and if the enemy dies with the first attack, essentially, like the sneak attack kills them, it'll fill a soul gem. This is obviously an incredibly powerful item, and I really am happy that I have it. If it ends up being too powerful, like, I've cranked up the difficulty again to Adept. I'll crank it up again if it ends up being too powerful. I enchanted Penumbra. I didn't have a way to deal, like, high DPS with a dagger, so this one is just all DPS all the time. It does a fiery explosion, dealing 20 damage worth of shock and of fire, as well as disease damage. So this will kill the shit out of Alduin. That's really what this is for. And a new bow I call The End. Target takes 25 points of shock damage, and then 15 points of extra damage, tripled if not wearing armor. So this, with a sneak attack, will kill many, many things. I didn't enchant much else, but this Listener's Ring is a left-handed ring, and I'll never have to enchant another one. This one has several effects, taking full advantage of the perk. You'll see it created potions 25% more powerful, increase magic resistance by 20%, bow and one-handed attacks do 40% more damage, and frost resistance 37%. So that'll give me a serious defensive and offensive bonus. And I am the listener, so I should have my own cool ring to pass on to next generations and shit. Anyhow, don't need that right now. Let's go broker some fucking peace.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much
Oh.
right to be at this council as all of you.
Esper and Delphi.
More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no
You don't
bounds.
have any business
If it were
here.
up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Okay, can we bring Espern and leave Delphine behind?
Very well. You may enter. So, you've
Fouche
done it.
Rodin.
Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace.
If anybody gets out of line,
Have
I will
agreed to
fuck
host
them
this
up.
council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
I could just cut the head off of both Ulfric and Tullius and, like, put a nice stop to this conflict until they can until either side can regroup.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting.
Well, as long as it gives me
They're
the
not
opportunity
yet
to
tired.
kill Alduin, I'm fine with that.
You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are.
Great, take me to
Take
them.
your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. Take your seat, and we can
So I guess
begin.
it's over here? Aha.
Why delay? Please, take your
Okay,
seat.
so I
that
need
we
to sit
can
down
begin.
first.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come
No.
here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomat.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concord.
I'll violate your
She's
white coat
part of the
concordant.
Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere.
Very true.
Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
I will come over there and kick your ass.
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Look, put your dick away. We need to talk here.
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this.
Thank you.
She is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's
Okay.
supposed to be on our side?
No, exactly.
Thank you.
Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
Uh-huh.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more.
That's all I need.
consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request.
Great.
I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
A whole city?
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif,
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
I want
Huh.
in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Well, that's... Let's see. I kind of hate the Riften royal family, so this would be pretty funny.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn.
Uh-huh.
As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor.
If you thought you could take it, you wouldn't be trying to negotiate
never again bow to your false Empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements?
Thank you, Esper.
Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
Shut
it have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that.
Good. Sit your ass
Now,
down.
Back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Hjalmarch to us, and take Idgrod Ravencrone with you. Sorley the Builder will take over as Jarl of Markarth.
Sorley the Builder.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness.
You don't get to
What say
determine
you,
fairness
Dragonborn?
here. Like, no? That would give you a foothold right next to Solitude. I guess I don't really care. I just want this fight to end. You know what? Fuck you.
Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim.
Go to hell, you're not
These
Skyrim.
terms are not acceptable. You know that.
I'm listening.
Don't play dumb, Tullius.
Bah, this is
You
a waste
accusing somebody
time.
of being
I can see
dumb
that
is
we won't get
rich.
better terms from this council. So be it. The sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement.
Good.
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw
Ah, the Silverbloods?
from the rift,
Those guys are
allowing
fucking...
Imperial
They're like a
troops
mafia.
unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften.
Jesus. Maven Blackbriar?
You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember, Evgir Unslag. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with.
Great.
After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning.
You can reckon all you want once I save the world.
No more.